Hey AndroidPIT readers, today we're taking a look at the LG G Flex, as you can see. This is the first Android smartphone or phablet that's flexible and curved. There's only been one other curved smartphone, that's the Samsung Round, but that's not flexible. It's cool because this one has a flexible battery as well, which is a big innovation in the Android world. Some of the decisions that LG made in making the G Flex are a bit questionable, but we'll take a look at that in our review today. Chris, what do you think of the LG G Flex?
It's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest device in the world, but it's a bit of a vanity project and probably a vanity project worth making.
Exactly. So without further ado, let's take a look at our review. As you can see, the LG G Flex is slightly curved inwards. The top and bottoms are curved in. According to LG, the curved shape of the LG G Flex is optimized for the average face for improved call and sound volume quality, as well as it provides for a more comfortable grip and ergonomic thumb movements. Meanwhile, its flexibility also contributes to its strength, but could be a disappointment to those who are actually not a friend of plastic. To counter this, LG has brought an innovation to the LG G Flex in that the back cover is coated with a special resin which actually makes the device self-healing. This means that light scratches are said to disappear after just a few hours. We haven't tested this fully out yet, but we'll probably do that in the near future. One of the most objectively and indisputable advantages of this new device is that when placed on the back, flat on the surface, the speakers are not hidden, which makes it less of a muffled sound when playing music. When held, it does adapt to a certain extent to the surface of your hand, but considering that it's 6.32 inches tall, it's quite big if you consider smaller hands like mine. Furthermore, it's very light, weighing 177 grams. In the back, you'll find the power and volume buttons, which is becoming a trademark of LG since the G2 and G-Pad 8.3. In looking at the display, the 6-inch OLED screen has a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels, which is less than the LG G2. This is surprising since the G Flex is considered to be a high-end phone, where Full HD seems to be the standard these days. Here, LG states that it provides for better and more natural viewing quality due to the curved design. The display actually does little to impress and raises a lot of questions considering the price of the device, but we'll come back to that later. The G Flex user interface includes some features already encountered with the LG G2, like Knock On. This lets you activate the screen by tapping on it twice. There's also a guest mode, which you can set up with two different patterns. You can set up guest mode with applications that you want, and they can be quite restricted to what you desire. You've also got slide aside, which lets you have 3 apps open at the same time, where you can switch from one to another with 3-finger gesture. The lock screen includes a new feature called Swing, where the image will change depending on the device's movement and placement. There's also some really neat multitasking functions, which can be accessed by long pressing on the back button. This tool allows you to use 2 apps at the same time. There's Q Theater, which can be accessed from the lock screen, and with a reverse pinch, go to YouTube videos and your pictures. The device also includes some gesture control options, like the Galaxy S4, which can be switched on or off in the settings, like answering a call if you bring the phone to your ear, or silence them if you flip the phone around. The icons for many of the LG apps on the G Flex look a lot different than they did on the G2, like the clock, quick theater, and camera apps. I really need to compliment the LG G Flex where it's deserved, and that's without a doubt the processor and software, which provide a super smooth performance. The device comes with a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor, clocked at 2.2 GHz, and with 2 GB RAM. The fluidity can be seen when playing some graphically demanding games. The quality offered by the camera is a little disappointing to say the least. Like the LG G2, it has 13 megapixels on the back and 2.1 megapixels on the front. if you're an average user who simply looks at your pictures on the screen or your PC monitor, the quality is decent enough. But don't expect to make decent pictures to blow up and hang up on your wall. On the downside, the G Flex lacks the optical image stabilizer that can be found on the LG G2. It does, however, offer a range of settings and modes, including Time Machine, among others. So for the most part, this device is pretty good when you take into consideration the fast processor, 2GB RAM, self-healing backing, flexible chassis, and battery. The curved shape does enhance the overall experience, but the huge size could be seen as a disadvantage for smaller hands. Thankfully, they've also included some software features to get around this problem. The resolution is disappointing, as well as the camera, but it all comes down to money. The LG G Flex costs $300 with a 2-year agreement with AT&T, and in the UK, it costs £639 SIM-free. That's a lot of money for a banana phone that isn't even full HD. So that's it for the review, guys. We hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Make sure you follow us on AndroidPIT.com, our website, as you can see.
There's our website.
And follow us on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube page and like our video. Bye.
Bye.